we will. Welcome to the 2022 Asian Classic Powerlifting Championships in Dubai, UAE. My name is Christina Chamley, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the opening session of the championship. We've just had a wonderful laser light opening ceremony, and we are just getting the platform ready now for a start in our first session with the under 43 kilo class ladies, with the sub-junior and junior age category. And we will be also having the 47 kilo class all age group lifting. And we are ready to make a start in 2 minutes. We would like to welcome you here to this historic event in the UAE, where we have a record number of nations, 29 nations representing. It is a huge event, and we're coming back from COVID times and we're restarting these championships, and it is absolutely wonderful to be able to see so many lifters wanting to come to championships here. We've been looked after very well in Dubai. Wonderful hospitality, beautiful venue, beautiful hotels, and all things arranged very well. We've had transportation and all the other necessities for our lifters well taken care of. And this venue is surely set to be a venue we will return to for other events in years to come, because this is being so successful already, and so many lifters wanting to come here to Dubai to enjoy the fantastic competition. It's a huge, spacious venue, very large warm-up area, about 5 racks we've got out there, and we've also got an additional training area. And we have lots of referees also who are going for higher level in their refereeing, and they are upgrading their skills, and we are constantly growing here in Asia. There's so many countries coming, and then we will have just one of the biggest regions in the IPF is developing in the Asian Powerlifting Federation. We're making a start now. We're just about ready for our first lifter, which is Susanna Lin from Hong Kong. This is her opening squat with 45 kilos on the bar. And you can see the beautiful pictures there we have for you. Beautiful Eleiko rack and platform, and we're very thankful to our sponsors in the 50th anniversary of the IPF. We have these wonderful partnership with Eleiko and their lifting equipment. And look at that fantastic view of those spotters looking very sharp here. And here we have Susanna Lin, the first lifter of the whole championship, representing Hong Kong with 45 kilos on the bar. As I explained, this is classic lifting, so no support really from the lifting apparel for the lifters. And Susanna looks to have done a very good job with that. Lovely and deep. And she gets 3 white lights for her opening lift. As you can see, the lifters are coming in from the left-hand side of the platform, as you just see beautiful pictures there of the replay showing the depth she achieved and coming up in a very strong mannerism. And it's a good lift. Do you see the scorecard there? We're going now to Dalia Leonova from Kazakhstan. The bar goes now to 65 kilos, and we just see that we have Gaston Parage, the IPF president, is present in the championship. He has flown in to be of support and help, and also jury here. He came to the General Assembly last night, and we may be lucky enough to get a few words from him during the championship. And we have now 65 kilos on the bar for Dahlia. I'm not sure what's happening to that timer clock, but here she is ready to take her attempt. There we go, that's been corrected. So here's Dahlia from Kazakhstan. Leonova. Oh, very quick, very fast. Extremely light opener for Daria. And it's a good lift. 3 white lights, she's on the board. So all these lifters now are coming through with their first squats, really wanting to get their first squat on the board. You'll often find with the women lifters, they take very conservative opening squats so that they are able to get a score on the board before they attempt much heavier lifts in the second and third squat. You can check on Goodlift for information and the online score sheet that is available to you at all times. The online score sheet on Goodlift. Here we go. Here is our representative from India, Sri Lakshmi SS from India. 65 kilos on the bar for Sri. Part of a big Indian team here. She's an under 47 kilo class lifter. Opening squat, 65. Oh my God, you cannot get any deeper than that. We'll probably see it on the replay. That's absolutely 3 white lights, but that was sensational depth coming down. Just watch her hips as she comes down, and that you will see that her hips go way below her knee level. She cannot go any lower than that, and that is an enormously deep squat and wonderful ability to do that with that load on her. Karina Tikova now from Kazakhstan is next. The bar is going up to 75 kilos. Karina now part of another very large team that's come here to Dubai. Kazakhstan absolutely love their powerlifting. 75 kilos, Karina. Beautiful, smooth, so much strength there in reserve. A very competent and confident opener. And she's certainly happy. That's a very big lift. As you can see there, she sits it down nicely into the squat, nice and deep, stands up straight, and the bar is travelling on the correct bar path there. You see the scorecard there. We've got our next lifter coming up, Prani Pascoe. She is representing Thailand with 80 kilos on the bar for her opening attempt. I can tell you that Prani is a Masters 3 lifter. She is an extraordinary lifter. You won't believe she's Masters 3. And Prani actually lives in Australia with her husband Jack, and they have been lifting she has been lifting for Australia for many, many years. And at this competition, she is representing Thailand. She's in the under 47 kilo class, a absolutely monster squat for an opener, 80 kilos for this lady, Masters 3. Very good for Prani. She's confident. And let's see how the refs see it. She got 3 white lights. That's fantastic. She's on the board. And we're going to see the replay now, just checking for depth and the bar movement. As you see, she goes down smooth. She knows exactly where that point is. She brings the back up and she gets a really strong, solid opener. Well done, Prani. And so the bar stays on 80 kilos now for Jessa May Tabuan from Philippines. $80 kilos. Big, raw squat for this young lady. wide stance allows her to get down into the lowest position really well. 3 white lights, that works for her. She has excellent technique for her mechanics. Just watch this. Look how her knees track out. As she's got this very wide stance and her pelvis is able to drop down into the hole, and she can get depth and she can use her big quad muscles to get back up again. Look at the movement. It's all perfectly timed. She hits it very low and pushes back. That is a beautiful squat. So 80 kilos remains on the bar for Victoria Pasuk from Kazakhstan now for her opener. There you go. That looks good. I'm really thinking we're going to see Victoria do well today. 3 white lights there. Very confident opener. We're whizzing through. Here is the replay. Look at that. Cool, calm and collected. A smile at the top. But this is extraordinary lifting for these opening attempts from these ladies. They have made very good attempt selections. Getting on the board, not doing anything crazy, making sure they can get a score. Okay, Christina Shakla from Kazakhstan. Wow, there's so many very good young lifters here from Kazakhstan. The depth is incredible. As we look at that, it was all over very quickly. That speed indicates how very strong they are. You cannot have such speed without strength. As the weight gets heavier in the second and third attempts, we will see the ladies slow down because the weight is literally pushing them down. Okay, we have now 87.5 kilos on the bar. Their second to top lifter, Krishna, VKA, and Jana Krishna from India. She weighed in at 45.97 kilos and her opening squat is 87.5. Remember, these are classic. This is raw lifting. No supportive equipment are they wearing. Oh, beautiful depth. It's a marvellous lift. It is perfectly timed, perfectly controlled. And these young women are just impressing us with their technique and their confidence with really quite heavy weights. Now we have the top lifter here. Sorry, we do not. We have Veronica Ompod from Philippines, 90 kilos on the bar. Veronica is a junior in the under 73 kilo class. She's very light. She weighs 42.45 kilos. So you can see her opening squat is twice her body weight. This is enormous. Oh, wow. You can't believe it. You're going to have to watch that on replay because that was so powerful. No struggle whatsoever. Perfect depth, straight up like nothing was on her. And what was on her was twice her own body weight. Extraordinary lifting. But now an enormous jump on the bar for the Singaporean lifter Shirley Chu, 110 kilos on the bar. She is a 47 kilo class lifter. She is a junior and she's opening on 110 kilos. And we want to watch how this looks because I want to tell you that the Asian record is 123 kilos in this weight and age class. So she's opening on 110. So I've just got a sneaky feeling she may very well I am really thinking that she may have a crack at the record. We're just getting some adjustments here on the platform as we just wait for a start here for Shirley. Shirley looks impressive, actually. I'm actually very interested to see if we're going to see some records from her today. Also, perhaps in the bench press, could even be in the deadlift, and of course that would then make the total. So Shirley is the one to watch. She has the biggest lifts in this session, and as I say, she is under 47 kilo class junior from Singapore. And just have a look at some of those records for you. That the junior women, Shirley has actually got this record. It's her record, the 123 kilos. And we've just got a problem with the racks here, so there's just being an adjustment while I have a chat with you about this. So Shirley set this record of 123 kilos just in September, just now recently, at what we call the C Cup, which is the Southeast Asian Cup. It was held in Malaysia, and it is sort of like a sub-region of the whole Asian Federation, which includes only competitors from the Southeast Asian area. And so Shirley is able to set regional records. Anyone is able to set regional records at the sub-regional events, as long as we've got the qualified referees, etc. And so there must have been all of that. And of course, it's those records are then drug tested. So Shirley has got the 123 in the squat. Now, if we have a look at the bench press, in her weight and age class, the 62.5, currently that record belongs to Kishkimbayeva from Kazakhstan, who set that in 2017 at Minsk. Oh yes, I was there, I remember that. She has got 62.5 kilos as the record in the bench. So if Shirley wants to have a crack at that, that's what she's aiming for. And then in the deadlift, the record here is 145.5 kilos in the under 47 kilo class, and that's held by the Japanese lifter Haruka Kani, and she set that back in 2018 in Canada. So there are a couple of records now. The actual total is held by Haruka as well. She's got the total of 320.5 kilos. Which she also set in Canada. So it may be that Shirley is going to be building on her records, and that she may be looking to nudge not only the squat, but maybe even the bench or the deadlift and total. So some exciting lifting here already to see these records having just been set, potentially broken very quickly. So we do have 110 on the bar now, and we've got our images back up there. You can see the information. And with this lift, she will go to, obviously, the gold medal position, and she will most likely be untouchable in terms of the gold medal. So she is a very powerful lifter in amongst this weight class. She weighed in at 46.06 kilos this morning. And as you can see, she's absolute professional. There you go. And she gets the rat command, and she gets 3 white lights from the referees. She is on the bar, on the board, and just reading her body language, I'm not sure that she's feeling entirely comfortable here this morning. I'm not sure if that little delay threw her off a little bit, but she should take heart. It did look a fraction heavier than I might have thought it would have. So we'll just see how she goes, but the good thing is she got her first lift on the board. So that is all the ladies have done their first and opening squat. So now we go back through the order to do the second attempts. So we see Susanna Lin again from Hong Kong, and she successfully squatted 45 kilos for her opener, and now she goes to 55 kilos. And I can tell you that Susanna is a Masters 2 lifter, so she's aged between 50 and 60 years of age. And she is the only competitor in her age and weight class. So she is competing against herself with her own goals, which so much of powerlifting is, that we have our own goals as we see her take the weight now. 55 kilo, 10 kilo jump. It's significant at this weight class. Yes, looks very solid. Yep, no problem at all. I just noticed her right ankle caves in a little as it's getting heavier, so there's a little bit of structural misalignment there and a lack of symmetry, which will cause her trouble to in her maxing out of her lifting. But there is no doubt she is a very strong lady for her age and weight class. And 55 on the board, that's a wonderful lift, weighing 45 kilos. So 75 kilos now on the bar for the second attempt for Leonova from Kazakhstan. And Leonova is a sub-junior. "75 kilos. She's competing against another Kazakhstan lifter, Karina Tichkova. And let's see, we got 3 white lights there for Leonova's second attempt at 75 kilos. As we watch the replay now, it takes that big breath of air at the top. And watching both the knees and the hips break at the same time. Very deep squat. Little bit of a twist as she comes up. And now we go live now for Sri Lakshmi from India. 75 kilos for her. She's an under 47 kilo class lifter in the junior division. Very deep. Works to come up and does well. Absolutely no doubt on that one. 3 white lights. We have not had a red light yet. I probably shouldn't have said that because as soon as I say that, we get one. But it just shows technically how strong these women are. They are doing everything perfect. They are faultless in their technique and they're obeying the rules of the powerlifting. So Karina Tichkova now from Kazakhstan, 80 kilos on the bar, just a 5 kilo jump, which is actually quite normal at this weight class. And this will get her into the lead position in this little battle. Looks good from my angle. Let's see how the referees saw it. And 3 white lights. That's wonderful. So she just moves ahead of her countrywoman in their age and weight class. Now Prani Pascoe representing Thailand, but also an Australian. Wonderful to see that lifters, depending on circumstances, are able to represent countries where there is an association, and we really always want to give the lifter every opportunity to compete. And here is Prani Pascoe, 85 kilos on the bar. Prani, very experienced lifter. Drops down very fast, has to really work it up. She got 3 white lights, no problem. I wonder if the descent was a little quick, I'm not sure, but very solid as we watch. Just watch the speed that she drops down into this squat. And we do see the knees break first there. She sits it down beautifully. And she just gets into the sticking point, and she really has to drive her hips forward and her chest up. She's doing that to try and get the momentum of the bar to come up. So she actually had to work quite hard for that. Be interesting to see what she puts on the next lift. Victoria gets stuck. She keeps working it. Oh, yes, she pushed through it. 87.5 kilos. Oh, unfortunately, she got 2 red lights there. I would say perhaps the bar dropped down. Let's watch it on the instant replay. Just watch the bar and see if it does continue to come back up in a straight line or if it drops down. It drops into the hole very nicely. Gets to about hip here in the hip stall. She starts to twist, and we see the bar just dipping down on the left-hand side. She really sticks with it. It's courageous. She's got no momentum. It's brute force for her to stand up. Unfortunately, the bar had just dropped a fraction as she came up, and that's not permitted. And 2 of the referees spotted it. As we go now to Jessa Taoburn from Philippines with 90 kilos on the bar. Jessa May. You recall that Jessa has this quite wide stance to get her mechanics so that she can get depth, and that it's comfortable for her to get up, and she does. She pushes through the middle. That was a brilliant attempt selection for a second lift. That's how you want to see it. And the smile on the face as she comes off. Just watch now the difference between these lifts and the openers. These girls are definitely, these ladies are definitely working hard to come up, especially past the sticking point. And they are strong enough to stay with the lift. You can see the experience in their lifting, because in the early days of our lifting, when we get stuck like that, we just collapse and we can't go. But an experienced lifter has learnt to keep grinding even if they're not moving, and for the muscles to continue to fire so that they can have any attempt to start it back up again. And that only comes with a lot of lifting experience. As we see now, Kristina Shikla from Kazakhstan, 90 kilos. Good work there, 3 white lights. And she is moving now. There has been a lift that's been overruled here. The 87.5 from Pasyuk was, yes, that's the one we missed. She missed the 2 red lights. So we have in that same age and weight class now, Krishna from India, 95 kilos. With this, she takes the lead in the squat. So Krishna, VK and Jana I believe is the first name. And she has got 95 kilos for her second attempt. It is well over twice her body weight. Oh, smooth, and works it really well. Absolute patience. That was extraordinary, and looks of admiration from the crowd that I'm seeing. That was good work. It made goosebumps happen on me. That was a really nice lift. And now exciting times, 102.5 kilos on the bar for Ompond from Philippines. She is the junior. Veronica, now 102.5 kilos. I believe that's a new Asian record. She currently holds the record at 95 kilos, which she set in 2017. This is interesting. So now she's coming out here to break her own Asian record. Oh, I'm sorry. She was a sub-junior then. My apologies. She is now a junior. Oh, yes, and she knew it as she came up. Oh, 3 white lights. That was even better than her opener. That was fantastic. Let me just check that record for you. The junior, she's now a junior, so she had the record as a sub-junior, and now she is a junior. Let's have a look. 43. Yeah, she's still 43. So that was a new record, because the record was with the Taipei lifter at 96 kilos. So with that 102.5, she absolutely obliterated the Asian squat record. So how much more can she put on this? Let's have a look what she puts in for her third attempt. But the look on her demeanour, I really think she's on fire today. She's got a lot in the tank. So we've got now Shirley Chu from Singapore, 115 kilos on the bar for this 47 kilo class junior. As she makes her way up to approach her own record of 123 kilos. And everyone is watching her intently here. Oh, she pushes hard, yes. She just had to steady herself at the top of the lift. It's 3 white lights. I think she enjoyed that a lot more than her opener. And no doubt at all, when you watch the replay here, you just see she got the wobbles at the top and the strength. Once she got going, there was plenty of strength there. So is she tracking for a crack at her own Asian record on her third attempt? Time will tell. We'll see what she puts in, what the coach now goes and puts in her third attempt, and we see it come up on the scoreboard, which you can see live on the Good Lift. So that concludes the second round of squats for all the ladies. Now we swing into the third and final round of the squats for the ladies. So Lynn from Hong Kong has gone 45 kilos, 55 kilos, 65 kilos now, 10 kilo jumps. That's a big jump at this weight class. So she will be doing well to get this one. This is the one she's come for. Good descent, works hard. She muscles it up, uses a lot of back. Actually, it looked better than the second attempt. Oh, no. They've pinged her. No. The two side referees have given it... I think it's a depth. We'll watch the replay. This is so handy to see what happened here from the side angle, particularly because we're interested in depth. Anyway, she finished with 55 kilos on the squat. And she'll now prepare for the bench press. So after their third lift, the ladies will go back into the warm-up area, and they will forget about squat, and they will get started with their warm-up in the bench press, which will follow. So now 80 kilos on the bar for the Kazakh lifter, Leonova. She is lighter than her teammate, so with this, she temporarily gets the gold medal. Oh, can she muscle it up? She has to work hard. She's trying. She can't do it. She really gave it a good go, though. A great attempt, and she's throwing the competition down, and this is what you want to see. See, she would have taken the gold medal if she had been successful on body weight, but now Tichkova, she will be the gold medalist in the squat with these two ladies in this age and weight class. She's just put 2.5 kilo more on this. In terms of the squat, it doesn't really matter. She's got the gold medal, but this is now for building her total. She does want to get as much on the bar on her weight as possible. Can she get 82.5 here? Looks good. It looks good. It was always going to have it. I'd like to see more on that bar. That was fantastic. 3 white lights. She literally skips off. and she's got the gold medal in the squat, and she's building her total. We've got now 85 kilos on the bar for Sri Lakshmi. 85 kilos for her third and final attempt. She is a junior in the under 47 kilo class. She will finish with the bronze medal in the squat, but this is a good 10 kilo jump from her previous lift. So it's a big attempt. Takes the weight. Get into position and steady herself. She got down too low. She lost it in the bottom. No problem at all. She did really well. She was so grateful to the spotters for catching her, and that is absolutely beautiful. To see her try to lift a weight that would be absolutely terrifying, the feel of that weight on her body. She squats so deep, it's very hard for her. If she's probably tried to squat a little bit less deep, she might have a little bit more compression there, but she's got a long way to go, a lot of lifting in front of her. Very strong lady. I'm going to watch her. She's one to watch. We have now 87.5 kilo on the bar for Victoria Pashuk from Kazakhstan. Gets in there, has to work it, and she does. I think she's got it this time. Yes, 3 white lights, wonderful lifting. And that was really good watching. Let's watch that again. Let's see, she gets everything right. Knees, hips, beautiful alignment. She sinks down well into it. Then she drives up from the bottom and she keeps going. The chest comes up. She just hangs in there. It's slow, but she just hangs in there the whole way. And at this stage, she knows she's got it. Yeah, here we go. Prani Pascoe, she's going for the record. Let's have a look. What's the record? 88 kilos on the bar. So she's having a go. Masters 3 Asian record for Prani Pascoe. She came here, she didn't know what the records was. She was just here to do her lifting. Yesterday she discovered what the records were. Now she has something to work towards. It's just a little delay. The clock has not started yet. She hasn't been called. Not sure what the delay here is, but we've got the bar ready for this Asian record. Yeah, Prani Pascoe with her husband Jack flew over here from Sydney, Australia. Pretty sure they had a 14 hour flight direct from Sydney to Dubai, and they had to come several days earlier so that Prani could recover from the flight and get her weight, etc. And it's all for this. And she's been competing, I can tell you, for so many years in Australia. She's a very accomplished lifter, lifelong lifter. She loves the sport. Both her and Jack, very active members in powerlifting, passionate about the sport. I know she's waiting there ready. We just got a delay. Let me try and find out what's going on. Okay, so as you saw, the attempt is 88 kilos. So 88 is an odd number in terms of we need specific types of weight plates to achieve that number of 88, that number. So there are smaller special plates called record plates that, here they come. So they're coming. These are just enough to create exactly 88, because normally we just work in increments of 2.5 kilos. So they just had to locate that. So she's been told now that the bar is ready, and she is ready for a start for her record attempt for a Masters 3 lady. Now, this means she is aged between 60 and 70 years of age, and she is going to attempt a raw squat of 88 kilos. Come on, Prani. Let's go. Extremely focused. I can tell you she's going to leave it all here on the platform. There she goes. She's coming up. Yes. Let's see if the referees saw the depth. Oh, yeah, she got it. She got the record. Prani Pascoe, representing Thailand, Australian citizen, as we watch this attempt in slow motion. Masters 3 Asian record. Look at the descent. Yeah, she just sits it in. She wasn't going to go too deep on that. And there she gets to this point and she pushes forward and up. 88 kilo. I have news for you. After the elation, the jury watched that replay as you just did, and they quite rightly, I'm guessing, overruled. She did not get the record. It has been overruled by the jury on depth, and this is clearly seen on the instant replay. Unfortunately, we did see it, but that's how it goes. The referee missed it on the side. As we go now to the next squat, the third squat for Jessa May from Philippines. 95 kilos on the bar. Very slow descent, and it's too heavy. She tried really hard to keep it, so you see that she did not get that lift. So you see she comes just to there and gets completely stuck. There is no strength for her. So now we have Kristina Shaklaya from Kazakhstan, 95 kilos for her third and final attempt. Oh, she drifts left. She comes back up. Let's see what the referees say for depth. I'm not sure. She got 3 white lights. Looks like she's got it. Let's have a look at the replay there. Checking for depth on this side. And I just a smidgen, but it definitely goes her way. And that's her squats, finishing on 95 kilos. So 102.5 now for Krishna. Takes the weight. You can really start to see her straining now under that weight. Oh, smooth as you like. Is she going to stick with it? No. And she just collapses Unfortunately, she sort of fell forward. The spotters had to grab it. It's a dangerous way to let go of the bar. If you just watch this, it's really compliments to the squatters. She completely let go, and that is not the way to get out from under a bar if you can help it. Please do not do that. This put a lot of pressure on the spotters. They're not expecting that sort of movement, and for the bar to be completely dumped like that. So she's safe. That's good. And we have now 110 kilos for Ompod from Philippines for her third and final lift. And of course, this is another increase in the record that she set on the second attempt. It's a big increase, 110 kilos. It's a big squat record, this one. Yeah, nice. Oh, yeah, she's got it. That was magnificent. Very strong. She gets better with every lift. So the Asian record is hers. And we got 120 for Shirley. She's not having a go at the Asian record. I thought she seemed a little bit off today with her squats. I'm not surprised that she's not going higher. 120. She already has the record at 123, but I think today, for whatever reason, she is not 100% on the squat. And that happens, but she knows her body and her coach knows her body. She knows what she's got in the tank. She just needs to put in an attempt that she feels fairly competent that she will get so that she can get the kilos towards her squat. We've already seen very strong lifting from her today. So let's see her third attempt at 120 kilos. No, it's not there. It's unfortunate that she's come forward like then again dumped the bar basically, but she did not have 120 in her today. She's definitely off on her lifting, but she is the gold medalist nonetheless on the 110 kilo. Okay, now we're finished with the squats for that class. We're on to our second group of lifters. There are only 5 lifters in this second group. These are the under 47 kilo class open-aged women. So we were seeing quite a few age groups in the previous group. They've decided to put the open age class all together. There's only 5 lifters, so we will have extra time for them to recover. 1 minute to recover so that they've got a chance to recover before they take their next attempts. So I believe we've got a bar loaded for our first lifter, who is Nora Al-Shamari from Saudi Arabia. Okay, let's see how the referees see that. It's no lift on depth. She's got very long. She was terribly surprised by that. You'll see on the replay, she does not get down quite low enough. She's got very long thigh bone there, and it's hard for her to make depth, I'm sure. So let's see if she can make the correction. There's plenty of strength. There's no problem with that. Louis from Chinese Taipei now, 90 kilos on the bar for her opener. So all these ladies are competing against each other. They are in direct competition. They are in the same age and weight category. but they do weigh individually different weights. They're all under 47 kilos, so the body weight will come into play if two lifters lift the same weight. Oh, wow. Incredibly fast. 90 kilos just like that. 3 white lights. Have a look at this. Even in slow-mo, it's fast. Sits right down, straight up. And she's on the board. We have Gaston Perage, the IPF president, in the venue today. We may be able to get a few words with him if he'd like to come over to commentary and say hello to all our Asian Powerlifting Federation family. Gaston.
Hello everybody who are watching the competition. I hope you enjoyed this competition, and it's very nice to see that here in Asia the membership is growing and that we have 29 member federations who are taking part. So thank you, enjoy your competition.
Thank you so much for your time, Gaston. Just as we see Christina Soy from Kazakhstan, 95 kilos for her opener. Oh, all sorts of interesting movements on her body there as she does that squat, but it's a good lift. Just observed, I didn't know whether it was a problem or it actually was intentional, but her knees really caved in and there was a twisting going on, but she made depth and she got up, so that works for her. As we have now Nada El Khalaf from Kuwait. 105 kilos on the bar for Nada for her opening attempt. So wonderful to see all these nations. She's our first Kuwaiti lifter. Drops in, beautiful, strong up. Magnificent. Oh no, they got her on depth. Oh, I got a surprise too. Let's have a look at the instant replay here. No, I can't get a replay for you. Okay, so there's an upset there. 107.5 now for the Korean lifter, Ji Hyun Choi from Korea, South Korea. 107 kilos on the bar for her opening attempt. Oh, attacks the bar. Narrow stance, very strong. I think there's no problem with that one. It's 3 white lights. She gives some relief. Maybe it was a little heavier than she thought. Let's have a look. I think she was really hyped up for this lift. It's a big relief for her to get this lift off her chest, and you can see she drops right into it nicely and works hard, but honestly, I think we're going to see her lift really well from here on. I think there might have been a little bit of nerves there. So we had 2 ladies who missed their opener. As we wait now for the extra minute on the clock to give the ladies recovery time that they're entitled to under the rules before they have to come out and take the second attempt. And as that happens, I just want to have a look at the records, the Asian records here for you. In this weight and age class, which is the open, we've got really very difficult for women to break any records because the very famous Chinese Taipei lifter Wei Lung Chen from Chinese Taipei, this was her age and weight class, and she was an Olympic medalist, and she in weightlifting. So she was really she got the gold medal. Okay, so now So the chances of any ladies breaking these records is very remote because she was an extraordinary human being. But now here we have Nora. 77.5. She's got to get deep enough. There she goes. I would say that's as deep as she can go. Let's see if she gets it. Yes. They gave her the lift and a big relief for her there. She's definitely strong enough. It's an issue with her mechanics that her very long legs are making it quite difficult for her to get her hips down lower than her knee, but she did it. And I'm expecting she's going to be a marvellous deadlifter. So, 100 kilos now on the bar for the Chinese Taipei lifter Louis. 100 kilos, and this absolutely will get her into the third place at this stage of the lifting. She had a very good 90 kilo squat. She is the heaviest lifter in this group. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Extremely strong. That was a powerful lift. And so that's no problem whatsoever. Look at that. We have Soy now from Kazakhstan, also on 100 kilos. But Soy weighs lighter than Louis, and so she actually gets ahead just on the body weight if she gets this lift. So this is for her going into the third place position at this stage with the 100 kilos on the bar. Let's see how she goes with it. Very fast. The knees come completely together. She's got her own technique, but it works for her. So Nada now from Kuwait, 105 again for her second attempt. She's got to get this, get on the board. And we absolutely want all the lifters to get on the board with a lift. We do not like to see lifters not achieve a score. So 105 kilos. Her challenge is to get down deep enough. She is strong enough. Let's see if that's any deeper than the last time. No, it is not. She's bitterly disappointed about that. It's not depth. She has to train herself to go deeper. It's just the rules, the way it is. It's very uncomfortable in that next couple of centimetres to drop down. It's uncomfortable. Your body doesn't want to do it because it doesn't think it will get back up again. But she's got to train herself. In training, you must make depth so that on the platform, your body knows what to do and where to get to. And no problem with depth here with Choi from South Korea. 112.5 kilos on the bar. And she is our top lifter. Sits in, very controlled up. Let's have a look at the side view from the... yes, it's a good lift. So the referee saw it as a good lift. Yep, marvellous narrow stance. She's got all the power directly under the bar. And what's happening here is you're seeing lifters, even in the same weight category, working out the mechanics. There it is. She knows where it is. But make no mistake, she really worked for that lift. Sorry about that. Okay, we're waiting for our minute countdown now for the ladies. We just saw the coach from the Kuwait coach for the Kuwaiti lifter coming over to the jury, no doubt bitterly disappointed that the lifter has not achieved the first 2 lifts. There is no point him talking to the jury, and that is because the last attempt she got 3 red lights. There is no arguing with the jury over 3 red lights. And it is plainly seen. We have this wonderful technology where we've got the cameras here, we've got instant replay, it is slow-mo. I can tell you the jury, who are the senior referees above and beyond the referees that are on the platform, there are 3 senior jurors, and they've got on their table their instant replay. They can see it, and they can see she is not making depth. Now, this lady did make depth, Nora, so she's put 85 kilos on the bar. I've got a feeling she cut it short, and it was too heavy anyway, so the spotters have got her. And well done, spotters. So she finishes with her 77.5 kilos. It's a great learning experience. A lot of the athletes you will see at this championship, this is their first international. They may well have been competing in their nation, and this is their first international, so it's a big change, a big event, a big occasion, and they got a long way to go in terms of getting comfortable on an international stage. But I'll tell you who is comfortable. It's Soy from Kazakhstan now, 102 kilos, 102.5. This is her for the silver medal position so far. She's done her job. She's working hard, and she worked really hard for that one. And she got it. She got 3 white lights. I'll have to say it's not the prettiest squat you've ever seen. As you see, the knees completely touch. It's extraordinary to see that sort of action. There's nothing wrong against the rules or anything like that. It's just how she has to use her body to get back up again. I believe it is not recommended for your body health to do such a squat, but it works for her. So now, a lot of support for this woman, Nada Al-Khalaf from Kuwait, 105 kilos on the bar. She has got to get her depth. There is no problem with her strength. She needs to go deeper than she's ever been. Yes, there it is! I believe she's got depth. She's got it! Woo! There's the depth. That's where you got to do it. Look at the replay. This is clearly deeper than what she's been doing. It's that bit there that she needs to do every single time. But she is so strong. She can do it. She has to push herself to go there. 107 kilos now. It's a 107.5 on the bar. For Louis from Chinese Taipei. Actually, oh! So much energy as she came out of the hole from there. 3 white lights. Absolutely powered up. So she takes the silver medal in the squat. With that 105 kilos, Al-Khalaf from Kuwait got the bronze medal. She was about to bomb, and then she got the bronze. Louis came in and got the silver, and now Choi who is already safe in the gold medal position. She's packing on 117.5 kilo. She is your gold medalist in the squat already. This one is for the total. Oh, she works. She sticks with it. Yes. It looks good. Yeah. Utter joy there for the Korean as she gets the gold medal, 117.5 kilo, and good refereeing today, good squatting. And we'll be back with the bench press in 10 minutes. Okay, welcome back to the bench press session of the 2022 Asian Classic Powerlifting Championships in Dubai. We're at the first session of bench press with the ladies in the sub-junior, juniors, Masters 1, Masters 2, Masters 3 age categories. And the second session will have the open ladies. So first up in this session, we have 9, 10, 11 lifters, and they are in all age categories but not the open age class. 11 lifters across 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 age categories, so I'll be calling that as we go. We have Susanna Lin from Hong Kong. She's got 27.5 kilos on the bar. Susanna is a Masters 2 lifter in the under 47 kilo class. And Susanna is not competing against anyone. She's competing against herself. But just for your reference, in her age and weight class, the Asian record is 65, so you can see that this is a lightweight in any language. So not her strongest lift is the bench press. This is some wonderful pictures there you're seeing with our camera angles of the ladies bench press event. She takes the bar 27.5. No, she's not going to get the start command. She's been asked to rack it. Oh. She didn't understand the call to... She did not understand the call that she had to rack it. There was a problem. And that was a no lift. So now 37.5 kilos on the bar for Karina Tichkova from Kazakhstan for her opening bench press. And the rack height has to be adjusted between each lifter. They nominate ahead of time the height of the safety racks on the side of the bench. Yes, of course, we do have spotters to catch them, but the bench press is particularly dangerous and dynamic lift, and so we have the safety racks there for the lifter's protection, and they need to be set at the right level for each lifter, as each lifter is a different body composition. As we see Karina now take 37.5 kilos easily onto the chest and easy up. It looks like a good lift from here, and it's 3 white lights. As you can see, the jury member, Chen, is coming over to speak to the centre lift-out spotter, not to obstruct the vision. And she's saying, once you've lifted it off, you stand over there so that we can see what's happening. There are 3 referees on the platform who judge the lifters and give a red or a white light, indicating whether it's a no lift or a good lift. But there are also 3 jury members. They're very senior referees who are watching like a hawk and can overrule any some decisions. So in the bench press, you see there the centre lift-out spotter. He's got his back to us, and it's his job to lift the bar out for the athlete. And then he's got to stand to the side so that the referees can get a clear vision of what the athlete's doing. As we get ready now, 40 kilos on the bar for Leonova. She got the start call from the centre ref, hits the chest and comes up very easy. Looks like a good lift from here. It certainly is. And no problem whatsoever. So as we make our way through the bench press, you will see that the athletes all have a different setup on the bench. They all have different mechanics, different lengths of their bones. That mean that to get optimum strength and tension, that they have learnt to position themselves in certain ways which is most optimal for them to recruit their strength and to be able to lift safely, not just now to get the maximum, but also to keep lifting long term and not over damage themselves with a bad technique or mechanics. So here's Sri Lakshmi, India, 42.5 kilos. Very good lift. And I'm really impressed with that. We don't have, there we go, 3 white lights is up, and that was extraordinarily strong. Again, we're seeing that phenomenon with the women lifters putting on very conservative opening attempts. Women tend to put on a first attempt that they can do for repetitions of that same weight, not once, but many, many times, 3, maybe even 5 times, if they just want to be so super confident that they get that lift. As the bar gets loaded now to 45 kilos for Veronica on pod from Philippines, she also is in her own age and weight class, and she's working on her own plan in terms of what she's lifting. She's not competing against anyone. She's in the under 43 kilo class, and another very confident opener there. And as we see the ladies really getting into the groove now with their lifting today, we had a very successful first round of squats, and now the ladies are just really working hard, managing their energy, managing their arousal, the ability to power down when they don't need to be hyped up. As we just see this setup here for Christina from Kazakhstan as a demonstration of these different setups that lifters have for their different preferences to get tight. 45 kilos on the bar for her opener, touches the chest well, and these athletes are making the weight look really easy. It's not that easy. Women most often could not bench this off the street. You need training. This is heavy for women of this body weight. There's no possibility that most women off the street who haven't trained could bench press that at all. Even women a lot heavier. As we see now, 47.5 kilos going on the bar now for Masters 3 lifter Prani Pascoe from Thailand. She's representing Thailand. And this is her opening attempt here for her bench press. As I mentioned, all classic lifting. Prani's very experienced in equipped lifting, but she's come here to do raw classic lifting. Controlled descent, gets her elbows right under that bar, and it's a great lift. I'm sure it's a weight she's lifted many times, and that shows her experience in lifting for decades. And she's supported and coached by husband Jack, and just wonderful to see that support with lifters from within their closest people. It's really helps lifters to have the support of the people nearest and dearest to them. As we see Anjana now from India with the same 47.5 kilos, but Anjana's a sub-junior. So we went from a Masters 3 to a sub-junior. Let's see how she does it. Very flat lifter and very nice and strong. And so what we see is a confident opener there, 3 white lights. And she's just going to get stronger and stronger as she gets older, and she may do a few tweaks with her position and her mechanics, and we'll see, especially these young lifters, we often find that we start watching them at this age and then we see them for years and years to come as they stick with the sport and go through to the increasing age categories. Now, this 47.5 kilos is a common opener at these body weights. So here's Victoria Pashuk from Kazakhstan, also going for 47.5. She is, I think, let's see the lift. Just interesting that she, I'm not sure if I saw that right, but yes, okay, somebody else saw that as well on the left-hand side. We might see in the instant replay. I thought I saw a little bobble. There we go. There it was, down at the bottom. And that's what that yellow light was for, a little up and down movement. I thought maybe my eyesight wasn't so good. I thought I saw it, but actually it was there. So that's okay. We've got 3 referees. You only need 2 white lights. And it may well have only been visible from one side. And that's fine. Jessa May now from Philippines. She's putting 55 kilos on the bar. This is one of the one of the largest openers. We've got Chu from Singapore to follow. She's also opening on 55. She takes her time to lock herself into position on the bench to get really tight through her back and her legs. Look at the wrist flexion there. See how the angle that her wrists are at. She's trying to get the maximum width that her hands are out across the bar to make the bar path as short as possible. But you can imagine the strain that puts on the wrists for the lifter as the weight gets heavier and heavier. Here we see Chu from Singapore, 55 kilos for her opener, as she just explains to the centre lift out guy what she wants in terms of her lift out, and as she takes the weight, 55 kilos for her opening attempt. Whoa, very powerful, strong lift, 3 white lights, no problem. So now we go through to the second round of bench press with Susanna Lin from Hong Kong, 30 kilos on the bar. For her second attempt, she got 27.5 kilos. No problems. At this weight, 2.5 kilos is quite a reasonable jump. It seems so small, but that is very normal at this weight. As the lifters get bigger in body weight and the weights lifted get more, the increase that a lifter can take from one attempt to the next increases how much they can take. But at this weight, 2.5 is a very reasonable jump. So Lynn now on 30 kilos for her second attempt. Representing Hong Kong. Good, very solid lift. She's strong, but you would be surprised at how literally another 2.5 might stop her. She looks like that is so easy for her, but she may very well be reaching the limit of what she can lift. And it's possible that just a fraction more weight and she wouldn't be able to get it off the chest to start the lift. So this is where we can't really gauge from how it looks, because it looks easy, but just a little bit more and then they're not going to get it. So 40 kilos now for Karina Tichkova. For her second attempt, she got the 37.5. You'll recall that she's competing against Leonova, also from Kazakhstan. There's a great battle going on between these two. And it's Tichkova, who is not the stronger one in the bench. And I can just watching her, she really has not found her mechanics, her groove, her comfort with the bench. She's just got a little more work to do. We all do. But certainly she's not comfortable. I can see that with her setup, her mechanics, and where to position herself in relation to the bar. And that will come with time. And she's got time. She's a sub-junior. We've all got time. We don't know how much time, but, she's got all that lifting ahead of her. As her teammate Leonova comes out with 45 kilos. And as I said, that is significantly more weight at this weight class. And immediately we see the difference. She is much more comfortable with the bench press. She's got a very strong setup, and she knows where to position herself. She looks entirely more comfortable with this lift. And she finally gets a start call, drops it onto the chest, but very powerful up. So this is definitely a stronger lift for her. She's really not bad at all at the benching, and she's done a lot of work. We can see that. So now also 50 kilos for Veronica Ompod from Philippines. And she weighs 42.45 kilos. She's the junior. And she is competing against herself. I think if we have a look at 43 kilo class, I believe she is. Yeah, just for interest's sake, the record in this weight and age class, the Asian record, is 60.5 kilos. So it doesn't probably sound like much, just 10 or so kilos more, but that is a lot more at this weight and age class. Pretty good. She did have to work for that a little bit, but she got the 2 white lights. She got a yellow on the side. Referee, I think they might have saw a little... Oh, we saw some hip lift. Okay, now there's rules. There's rules. And I think she might have lifted her butt a little bit too much in the drive upwards. Prani Pascoe now. She comes out 50 kilo on the bar for Prani. On the Masters 3. I want to have a look at these records because I've got a feeling she's really having a go at records today. Gets a start call. Meets the bar with her chest. Gets right under that bar. And as an indication, 3 white lights of how absolutely experienced she is, you see Prani lifting her chest to the bar as it comes down. And as she presses it, her elbows, you see that there, you saw that there on the replay, her elbows flared out a little bit so that they were right under the bar so she could drive it straight up. And there's her experience of knowing how to muscle that thing up. So Anjana now 50 kilos as well. She's a sub-junior. Very flat lifter. Good touch of the chest. She drives it up again. It's not her favourite lift, I would say, but she did a really good job. 50 kilos is nothing to be sneezed at this body weight. It is a great bench. It's very strong. And very few women of any age and weight class could bench press 50 kilos without a lot of training. Remember, this is classic lifting. There is no support, there is no advantage from the shirt that the ladies are wearing or the suit. This is all their strength. 50 kilos, Christina from Kazakhstan. Oh, it's hard. Oh, she's stuck with it. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Well done. Look at the smile. I mean, what? You just don't see that. Where it is so hard to get off the chest, and she didn't give in. She pushed it back, pushed her elbows under, and she just kept muscling it. It never dipped down. She completely got stuck again at the transition point and just kept going. That patience is so rare in younger lifters that we're going to see great things from this lady. That's a great, I'm impressed, you can tell. 52.5 now for Sri Lakshmi from India. Oh, wow. That was very strong. She's a very strong bench presser. That was magnificent. You saw the speed it came up. She never got stuck anywhere. So let's see some weight on the bar here. So now, who have we got? We've got 52.5 also for Victoria from Kazakhstan. And this will keep her in... I think she's... Oh, she'll be moving to the first position with this one. And we're starting to get to a weight that is quite challenging for this body weight. The safe lifts are over. This is it. Very wide. Oh no, she's stuck. There's not enough pec strength to get that off the chest. Oh, she's cramped in the back, I'd say, just at the top of the glutes and the lower back. You know, you see in the arch she's got going there. That's quite painful. She's really pushed and contracted the muscles during that lift, and she's gone into a bit of a cramp. It was quite painful, but she'd do anything to get that lift, I tell you. No lift. Right, 57.5 kilos for Shirley from Singapore. Now, Shirley is the heaviest lifter in her age and weight class. So even at the moment, she's on 55, but Taeborn from Philippines also lifted that, so she's in front. So Shirley now is trying to get a little more, just 2.5 kilos, just to stay in touch with Turban from Philippines, and it's not her favourite lift, obviously. So let's see if she can get this to second attempt, but Taeborn is coming in with 60 after her, so first she must do this. Right. It looks like she's got that. Yes, 3 white lights, so that's good. And her competitor now will come in with 60. And if she gets this, obviously she gets away with it. She's also lighter in body weight, the lifter to come. So this is I believe, the final lift in the second attempts. And then the ladies will start to come into the third attempts. So now Jessa May from Philippines, 60 kilo on the bar. And this would get her into the gold medal position temporarily in the bench press. I think she may struggle to just let this lift happen. Oh, well done. Good lift that. And she's thrilled with it. Yeah, excellent lift. I was just going to say, I think she's going to struggle to really push the Singaporean lifter Chu in the total, but she very well may end up with the gold in the bench press. In fact, I see Chu's attempt, her second and third attempt is 60 kilos, but as I said, she's a heavier lifter than Tauborn from Philippines. So Tauborn has actually won the gold medal already now with that attempt selection in the bench press. So that is great. We've got 35 kilo on the bar for Lin from Hong Kong for her final attempt. It's interesting, she put 2.5 kilos on between her first and second, but then she's put 5 kilos on between her second and third. So it's a bigger jump. It's not usually that way. But I reckon she's feeling good. There's a little bounce down there and it was all too heavy anyway. So no lift. Doesn't matter. She finishes with 30 kilos in her bench. Now we go to the battle with the sub-juniors in their under 43 kilo class. And again, they're quite evenly matched, these ladies, because Tichkova's put 42.5 kilo on the bar for her third attempt. But Lenova already has the 45 kilos from her second attempt. So she is going to win the gold medal in the bench press. But Tichkova really has to try and get as many kilos on the board as possible to stay in touch with Leonova with regard to the total that she gets at the end of all three of the disciplines. So this is for her total. Oh, wow. It's really hard, but she worked so hard. Did she lock it out? I think she did. Let's see. She got 3 white lights. It is not easy for her. She's got quite the cramp on her right side, lower lat or somewhere around that area. Really put everything into that to get that lift. It won't bother her in the deadlift, that little niggle. But I really admire that she got an extra 2.5 kilos for her total there, because that was a very difficult lift for her. So now we have Leonova coming out, adding 2.5 for her, just to get a 5 kilo margin between the two of them in the bench press. $47.5 kilos would be a handy little buffer there. Have a look at the side picture there of her setup. You can see these extraordinarily long legs, and she can get this extraordinary arch in her setup. Her chest is really quite high as she sets her butt down on the bench. She's a long-limbed athlete. Oh, it came down very fast, a fraction fast, I think, and there was just no tightness there at all. So not today. She finishes on 45 kilos, and Tichkova actually finished on 42.5. So in the end, there wasn't much difference between them. I think Leonova will be disappointed with that perhaps she felt that she could get more distance there between her teammate, but not today. Bar goes to 52.5 kilo now for Veronica from Philippines. And she has no direct competition in this event. So she's a gold medalist. She'll be the gold medalist in all her disciplines. Let's hope she gets her deadlift and then she's got a total. That was well done. That was well done. And when I say that, I mean the technique she employed to get under that bar. Just watch this. As she comes down, it's really quite a heavy lift for her. Her wrists start to roll a little bit. And as she comes back up, she really pushes through the leg drive, but also she puts her elbows back, flares them back, and so that she gets all the vertical movement on the bar that she can manage. And that's instinctual. She's not thinking. Her body is adjusting in nanoseconds what to do as she moves. And that's training. So 52.5 for Anjana from India. Quite a low touch for Anjana. No lift. She gave it a good go. So she settles with her second attempt of 50 kilos. And I'll just get a look on her weight there to see how that places her with her competition. The same weight now for Victoria from Kazakhstan. And we got Krishna. She is the lightest. Yeah, she's the lightest. So she's still currently in first position. As we see Victoria getting set up there. Look at that arch, that incredible flexibility through the back. Only certain age lifters can do that. It gets harder as you get older. Nope. Completely stuck. No ability to get it off the chest, unfortunately, today. So not a lot she can do there. That's a strength issue. That means she needs more pec strength. She's got to develop her pecs. Often the women are weaker, quite weak in the pecs. Perhaps if they could get it off the chest, they may be able to press it, but they can't actually move it off the chest to start with. So that is a weak area that needs perhaps some extra work, and then the athlete has a chance, once it's off the chest, to be able to push it and lock it out. But here is now 52.5 kilo for Christina from Kazakhstan. And Krishna, we've got a bit of carnage there in the under 47 kilo class. You can see reds there. Oh, she got stuck as well. So a lot of carnage in that age group for those ladies, most of them finishing with their second lift only. Now, Prani Pascoe, 53 kilos on the bar. You know what this means. It's record time. Prani going for a new Asian record. The 50 kilos was great. And now just 53 kilos. Remember I mentioned the record plates that go on, these tiny little plates, weight plates that add up to this unusual division. It's the only time you can have a weight on the bar that isn't an increment of 2.5 kilos is when you're going for a record. So as soon as you see a number like that, as the crowd gets revved up and gets behind her, it's a big lift for under 47 kilo class Masters 3 lifter. Prani Pascoe, 53.5. Oh, chest comes up, gets under it. Might have just got a little bit of alignment, out of alignment, but she gave it a good go. And she now knows the records and she knows what she's working for. I expect we'll see her again next year having a shot at these records. Sri Lakshmi from India, 60 kilos on the bar. And she weighs 45.68, so very good. Well over body weight bench. And this is a measure that athletes look at, how much over their body weight a certain lift is, because obviously then it's relative to them. And many women could only dream of benching their body weight. It's quite hard for women to bench their body weight. But if you're training and you're a powerlifter, yes, that does happen. You can do it. And Sri Lakshmi is going way over. Slow descent. Gentle touch. Gets right under it. The speed comes when she presses it. It's 3 wide. That is a wonderful. I'm so impressed with her. That is a wonderful lift. She's a very good little bench presser. So I like to see her more bench pressing. She's very good. That 60 kilos has put her in the gold medal position. Now, I think it's only the Philippines lifter who could take that off her, because Chu here is heavier. So if she gets this lift, she could not take that gold medal off the Indian lifter who just did it. So really, this is just for the numbers and possibly the silver medal here. But Chu weighs heavier than the Indian lifter. So first she has to get this. You see her chest comes up, she's full of air, and I didn't think she was going to get it. So she cannot get that lift. So this is her settling for bronze medal position for the bench press. As we see now, Jessa May from Philippines trying to get the gold medal in the bench press with this 62.5 kilo, because at the moment she would need this lift to go from the silver medal to the gold. So this is for gold in the bench press, currently in the silver medal position, as she is heavier, just a fraction, than the Indian lifter. 62.5 for the gold. Oh, I think she's got it. Yes. Yes, she has. She has got it. 3 white lights. She snatches the gold in the last moment in the bench press. Fantastic. Well done. So we're going to swing into the next session of lifting now, which you will recall is the open age class ladies. And they're all under 47 kilo class lifters. So the opening bench will be 40 kilos for Nora from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a very new nation in the IPF. I believe there's still a preliminary membership. Nora, 40 kilos. Yes, looks good. It's 3 white for Nora. She's on the board. So in the Asian region, we have about, I think we've got 36 countries. It's just growing and growing. I think we got another 3 or 4 member nations signed up that we found out about at Congress last night. Really extraordinary growth in the Asian region with powerlifting. Absolutely loving their powerlifting in Asia. And quite the challenge for women lifters in Asia. A lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges, but we're getting there. So watch this space. Asian powerlifting's exciting. We've got Louis here from Chinese Taipei, 50 kilo on the bar for her opener. And what's happening here? Okay. Good heavens. Her mechanics are such, it was a great lift. Her mechanics is such, if we see the replay there, it was over before I realised it. She's just got such a small distance that the bar travels because of her length of her arms, the depth of her chest, and the width that she can put her arms, her hands out on the bar. So now, 55 kilos for Soy from Kazakhstan. For her opening attempt, also Choi from Korea will also take the 55 kilo. I tell you, we're being looked after that well here in Dubai. They're bringing us drinks. They're looking after us. They're so warmly welcome everyone. Everyone just want to come back to Dubai all the time. Christina from Kazakhstan, 55 kilo on the bar for her opening attempt. High touch, very strong. Wonderful lift. That's interesting. I'll be really watching her for the next lifts. She's a very competent bench presser. Also 55 kilos for Choi from Korea. Choi thrilled us in the squat. Absolutely blew us away. She was thrilling. And the Korean lifters are really showing us how it's done. They love powerlifting. So popular. And it appeals on so many levels. Oh, yes. Snaps it out. That is so strong. Yes, it is. And she got the lift. A great opener. 62.5 now. A huge opener. This is a massive opener in this age and weight class. 62.5 for Nada Al-Khalaf from Kuwait. I'm just having a look at the records here. No wonder Nada was really frightened with the squat. She had her best lift yet to come. She's a very good bench presser. 62.5. The record is 82.5. But this is a big lift opener for a lady who weighs 46 kilos. A lovely touch. Yeah, she snaps it out. No doubt about that one. This is her lift. And she's happy with that. Aha! A lot of support in the crowd. Go. That's good. Go Kuwait. This is great. There was a real cheer squad for her here. Okay, we're into the second round of bench presses now for the open age class in the under 47 kilo class. And here is Nora from Saudi Arabia. Oh, that's right. We've only got 5 lifters, so we do need the extra minute for recovery. So let's just relax for a moment because the ladies need and are entitled to a certain amount of recovery time before the second attempt. And Nora is, quite significantly, behind here in the bench press, or should I say, the Kuwaiti lifter is significantly in front, but you can see there's a 22 kilo difference between one and the other, from the strongest to the least, all the way through in this bench press. So The clock is counting down now for that rest minute. Nora actually came charging out ready to bench the thing, but she didn't need to. So now she's had a little bit more rest, and she gets to come out now for her 45 kilo second attempt. One of 29 nations lifting here, Saudi Arabia, and we really welcome them. We're thrilled to have them as members of the IPF and the APF. Oh, I think she's got it. Let's see how the refs saw it. Yes, good lift. 3 white lights. Wonderful. You do see the ladies here in the IPF rules. They are allowed to cover their bodies up according to their requirements of their culture. And so you see there that Nora has the long arms and the long legs covered. So this is definitely an allowance by the IPF that the ladies can wear that. If they would like to. They do not have to wear that long attire, but if they wish to for their own personal cultural reasons, they are permitted to do that, as long as, of course, it doesn't give any support or advantage to the lifter, which it wouldn't if it's just normal fabric. So here we see Louis from Chinese Taipei, 57.5 kilo. Very short distance. There it is. It's all over, and that was very good. Very strong bench presser. And you see the amount of strength coming through her legs on that angle. You saw how flexed her legs were, and it's really an indication of how much tension and drive comes through the legs that the lifters deploy in bench pressing. And that was a great shot there, because that particular lifter is pretty well cut in that we can see her muscles. But here's Choi now from Korea, 57.5 kilo on the bar. Just a 2.5 kilo increase. Oh, make short work of that. Well done. And she's very happy with that. And she's thrilled with that. That's good. Very nice to see the ladies enjoying their lifting. So 60 kilos now goes on the bar. 60 kilos on the bar for Christina from Kazakhstan for her second attempt. She got 55, no problem, very strong. I think she was just warming up. You can see that she's putting her feet on the bench there in order to get into position. As of 1st of January next year, that will no longer be allowed. There is a rule change. And so she will have to get a new setup technique. Oh, very strong. Good lift. And there is a rule change there. First of all, there was that one particular element I was saying about you are now not allowed to put your feet on the bench to set up, but also now you will have to lower the bar to such a way with your body mechanics and makeup that your elbow ends up lower than your shoulder at the bottom of the lift. And so as we have a look at lifting from a front-on angle, that will become more apparent whether that lift would satisfy that new rule that has just come into force. And it starts, just been ratified, will start on January 1. But so far, we have Nada from Kuwait, 65 kilos for her second attempt. And so far, we see her technique is faultless. Oh, yes. She's very strong on the lockout. It's impressive. It's not perfectly even, but that doesn't matter at all. She is a lot of strength in the lockout particularly. But Nora from Saudi now will come out after the minute break for her final attempt of 47.5 kilos. And it's just so wonderful to see these new nations, newly made provisional members of the IPF, and it takes a lot for a federation to form in a country and to have a constitution, have all the mechanisms of the organisation set up so that they are able to apply for membership to the IPF and to be able to get that approval to be a member, to be a provisional member. There is a lot they need to go through and to demonstrate their professionalism as an organisation, and they have all the correct systems in place, and the drug testing and all things like this. Is a lot to it that they need to have in place and demonstrate for them to be able to be approved as initially a provisional member. And a provisional member is going to be such for a year or two, and if all goes well in that time, they will be granted full membership into the IPF. They are members now, but they're just not full members. Nora, representing Saudi Arabia, one of those nations that's provisional membership at the moment, and doing a wonderful job coming out here in a very new sport in her country, newly made into a member of the IPF. As she has a crack at it, but it's a bit heavy, and a big smile because she knew that was a bit hard. But I suspect we're going to see good things in the deadlift from Nora. I'm really looking forward to seeing her. And she's been a delight to watch, and she's conducting herself very well on the platform, and being obviously first time in international competition. She's really taken to the platform, and she's managed the nerves, and she's done really well in front of this big crowd here in Dubai. As we see Choi now from Korea, 60 kilo on the bar for her third attempt. I don't know if it's going to be enough for her to get a medal in the bench press. I think she's off the pace somehow, but it'll depend on how the lifters go ahead of her who are coming next. Oh, yes. That's great. Third attempt and she got it. Oh, she's thrilled. And the coach says, oh, you duffer. Of course you got it. Oh, that was probably an Australian expression. If we say, oh, you duffer, it means, what were you worried about? Of course you got it. She needs more confidence in herself. She performs very well on the platform. But some lifters get more strength and more capability on the platform because they just get that extra boost of excitement and extra boost of energy and adrenaline, and the occasion makes them just push harder than they ever did. And so really, powerlifters are really renowned for being, when the competition's on, they actually lift better than they ever do, even in the gym, in terms of how strong they are, how much fight they have got in them. The competition brings that out. And one of the lifters has got a lot of fight in her is Louis from Chinese Taipei here, 62.5 kilo, high touch. Oh, she's got it. I would say she's got that. Yes, she has, no doubt about it. Oh, she was a bit surprised. Yeah, she was thrilled. Look at that. Look at that strong setup. Marvellous legs. Very strong. and really incredibly compact sort of physique. She's wonderful to watch in terms of her strength capacity. But also 62.5 kilo for Christina. Now, Christina is lighter than Louis, the previous lifter. So if Christina can get this, she will actually jump ahead of Louis. So she has to get it, obviously, but if she does, she is really lining up for that bronze medal position. Oh! I think she's done it. Yes, she has. And that's wonderful. She's snatched that off Louis. Wonderful strength there. And now the final lifter from Kuwait, the wonderful Nada, 67.5 kilo. It's literally only 5 kilos more than what she opened at. So she's got a very short range of where she lives. She's very strong, but she opened high, I'm thinking, to how she was feeling perhaps. And I'm thinking she obviously feels she does not have 70 kilos in her today, but 67.5 may well be an achievable lift for her. And she will obviously be, and is already, the gold medalist in the bench press. Oh! Just stuck on the chest. That's what I'm talking about. She knew the 65 was probably the last one she had, and so she still finishes with the gold medal in the bench press in the open age class. Now we're going for a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back with the deadlift. Ready for a restart on the session, the final lift of the competition for this age and weight category. We're going into the deadlift. Such an exciting lift now for these athletes. We have 70 kilos already loaded on the bar for our opening lifter. Oh. Here we go. So that is Leonova from Kazakhstan is opening on 70 kilos. She's the under 43 kilo sub-junior. Now this is quite a light weight. So, and it surprises me a little bit. It's a little bit light. So I don't know whether she's just still obviously developing a strength, of course, or whether there's an injury. That's what I'm wondering, if there's some reason why this is a little bit light, particularly, but it may just be that that's where she's at with strength, and that's fine. And so it would be. She's just very competent in terms of her technique. Oh, goodness me. So that was extremely light. That's what I mean. That was too light. Okay, she's got that. We expect to see some more weight on that bar. So not sure why they opened her so light, because that was ridiculous. So easy. The weight now will go to 75 kilos for Lynn. Again, I'm saying this is a lightweight for these ladies, because at this level of experience and strength, I'm probably expecting, even though they only weigh under 47 kilos, I'm probably expecting to see a little bit higher as an opener, but some of them may be tiring. When you come to a big event, you use up more energy than you perhaps expected, and you can get to this point and be quite tired. Some of these ladies will really, really be feeling fatigued, and they'll think, I'll drop my opener just to get on the board. And very strong lift there from Lynn from Hong Kong, but I think that was a good attempt for her opener, to be honest, just looking at that. So Christina now is taking 85 kilos for her opener. So just talking about that, in the gym, when you're training fresh and you start deadlifting, you certainly may be able to lift a lot more. But after having done 6 very high level lifts, and all the energy, the mental and nervous energy, very solid sumo lift there for Christina. They certainly can be starting to feel quite fatigued within their body now. And their coach would have done everything to keep their nutrition and their calories in during the course of the lifting, just to be able to sustain the energy to get through the deadlifts. So 95 kilo now. This is more like where I'm expecting to see, 100 plus for openers. So Karina coming out for 95 kilos for her opener. And you'll see this sumo position of deadlift, it just looks effortless until you hear the sound that it makes when they put it back down. That's heavy. That is heavy. But they just make it look so easy, and that's because they're strong and their technique is perfect. It's flawless under strength. So you're seeing quality lifting here. It just looks easy. So Victoria now 95 kilos for her opener. She won't catch Krishna, who comes sometime later after her. Whoa, there we go. And we may see some really good deadlifts here. I'm thinking, let's have a look here. We've got 100 kilos now in the bar for Veronica from Philippines. And Veronica being the junior. Now the deadlift record is 130. So just let's have a look at how she does this, because it's not beyond possibility she could give that a nudge if this goes very easy. So let's have a look. 100 kilos. Veronica. Yeah. Quite good. Maybe not going to give the record a go, but we'll see. Sorry, the record is actually 135. Now, Sri Lakshmi from India absolutely impressed me in the bench press. Now, 100 kilos for her for the deadlift. Right, a little bit of lateral movement in the hips with that, no problem. Good lift, just her ability to control the weight and her technique. So there's Shirley from Singapore coming up next with 112.5. So now we're getting just a significantly bigger weights on the bar for the opening attempt. Okay, 112.5 loaded for Shirley. Shirley was magnificent in the squat. And here she is opening quite well with the deadlift, but off the pace from the Philippines lifter who'll come after her. It's a good lift, 3 white lights. So Anjana from India now also taking 112.5 kilo. Very solid deadlift there. Oh, got a red light from the center ref. Okay, 112 kilo on the bar for Prani Pasco. 120. Now she's Masters 3. Done really well today. Had a great day of lifting. I think she missed her last squat, which would have been a record. Just having a look at the records now for the women in the Masters 3. Oh, open. Because something tells me that Prani is going to have a go at perhaps a record. We haven't got a start yet. So Prani has not been given the start command yet. I don't know what the problem is. Oh, okay. The bar needs a brush down. It's got chalk, powder, whatever, all on it, and they need to give it a clean up because lifters will put talc on their legs or they get chalk on their hands. Anyway, we don't want all that. So we want to clean the bar off for the next lifter. And we've got to position it accurately for the... There we go. So you can see now it is not quite where the coach wanted it for Prani. So now she gets the start for Prani, coming out 120 kilos on the bar for her opening deadlift. Oh my goodness, that was heavy. Oh, Prani. Oh, wow. That was hard work. Whew, she shook her head. Oh my goodness, that was harder than I thought. Somebody check the weight. I'm not sure Prani's got more than that. That was a very difficult opener. I think it took her by surprise. So 125 kilos now for Jessa May from Philippines. This is a big opening deadlift in the juniors division. So this will certainly help her total campaign, adding on the weight for the total. That'd give her a total of 277.5. So we are... Oh! Amazing. That was very strong. Okay. So that's that. These women are really impressive in terms of their opening attempts, the strength at which they're able to lift these weights. 80 kilos now for Leonova from Kazakhstan. You recall that I thought the 70 was extremely light opener. I still think the 80 is going to be light, although it may be that she struggles as soon as it gets a bit heavier. But let's have a look. Okay. Oh, goodness me. It honestly looks like she could have a little bit more on the bar there. So anyway, there's 80 kilos. 80 kilos also now for Lynn from Hong Kong. We just recall her opening attempt is, she had to work for it, so just 5 kilos more here. Oh, it actually looks better. So she's worked on something and figured out the technique, and that looked a lot better. As you can see from the replay there, the chest comes up and there's a lot of speed on that bar. So 95 kilo now from Christina from Kazakhstan. And she is almost certainly going to finish in the bronze medal position overall and certainly in the deadlift. So it's just wonderful that she's come here and competed as she works a bit to get that one going. And she should be happy with her performance and be able to take away a bronze medal. 100 kilo now for Karina from Kazakhstan. She will be the gold medalist in the sub-junior under 43 kilo class. And just on that, we'll have the medals following the lifting. Lifters get awarded medals for the individual events, squat, bench and dead, and also a medal for the totals. And for many lifters, it's all about the totals. As Karina does a wonderful job with that deadlift. She might be getting a bit tired, though. The way she looked afterwards, it's getting heavy. Certainly didn't look it. So the bar will now be loaded to, I have to see, 105. 105. And that will be for Victoria from Kazakhstan, who will finish perhaps, no, I'm not sure where she'll finish. It's second or third. There's 2 Kazakhs and Indian lifter in that class. Victoria's coming out now. She's put 10 kilos on from her opener. Quite expected, I feel, that kind of jump. Sumo. Hips start quite high, and she well and truly locks that out. And it's a good lift. Sri Lakshmi with 112.5 for her second attempt. She's a little bit off the pace from Jessie May from Philippines in the deadlift. But this is a reasonable jump of 12.5 from her opener. And I sincerely hope she's enjoying her lifting, because she's been wonderful and conducted herself really well here. Oh, look at her starting position. Oh, she just couldn't shift it. Nope, not at all. And that happens in the sumo. She just cannot break it, the floor. Her hips were quite high there, and she did all she could, but she couldn't get it to move. So it did actually come off the floor a couple of centimetres, but she just had no speed there. Very difficult. That may be all she's going to lift. She got her opening deadlift in of 100 kilos. 12.5, to be honest, is a pretty reasonable jump at that level. So I just think she may have got 110. The 12.5 jump might have been a bit much, and I'm not sure what for. Of course, she's competing with Chu, but here's Veronica now. Oh, lovely, lovely. At 115 kilo. And here's Chu. She's got 112.5 already on the board. Now she's going right up. No, it's not right up. It's 7.5 kilos extra to 120 kilos. So it starts looking a bit heavier. 120 kilos for her second deadlift. And this would get her into first place overall. Yeah. Good technique. Very good. She doesn't overextend at the top and waste energy and hurt herself. She knows where the top position is. As you can see there, she knows where lockout is, and she doesn't overdo it. Some of the younger lifters here, I've noticed, have been hyperextending at the top. It's not necessary to hyperextend. You've just got to go to lockout. So that's also important for the lifters to know where that point is. As we see 100... Oh, that didn't move at all. Oh, she looks so terribly disappointed. Oh, her expression as she came off, she looked so actually terribly sad. You know, that's very heavy for Krishna from India. She's got 112.5. She's still in the gold medal position, but the 120 just didn't shift. Let's see if she can give it something for the third attempt. So it's a world record, Masters 3. Lift 123.5 kilos for Prani Pascoe. World record. This is sensational. Prani Pascoe, an Australian lifter who is also eligible to lift for Thailand. She has come here from Australia. This is your first world record of the competition. This is absolutely extraordinary stuff. Masters 3, Prani Pascoe, right here, right now for a world record. Oh, Prani! Oh, my goodness! I think she's done it! Yes, she has! Woohoo! Well, you don't see that every day. That's a lot of weight. When you are... Here we go. Let's look at it. She got it moving. Pushed those hips through. All the way. Hung on to it all the way. Oh, glorious. Super. She's a champion. There's a lot of lifting under her belt. That was her second attempt. She's got one more lift left. Oh, she put 126 in? Yeah, she doesn't have much in the tank, I can tell you. I reckon she thinks that's all I've got. That was wonderful. Now we got 135 kilos for Jessa May from Philippines. Let's see it. 10 kilo jump on her opener. Jessa May. Piling on the kilos for the total. She sets herself an important lift. Oh, can she get it? Yes, she can. Woo, yeah, she got it. That's good. She's very happy with that. I think there was a nanosecond there at the beginning where she thought, oh, is this going to move? She just took the strain. You'll see it now here in the replay. And it was just a fraction slow to move. But once she got it, she's trying. Then it broke and she went, nah, I'm away with it now. She's got it. And she loves it. She's a very expressive lifter, enjoying her lifting here. It's great to see. So that was the top deadlift here. And we swing back into the final deadlifts now for this group of women in the sub-junior, junior Masters 1, Masters 2, Masters 3 category, and then we will go into the session with the open lifters. So final lift for the day for all of these athletes. This is Lynn now from Hong Kong, 85 kilo. Is she going to finish with 170 for her total? Or 165? It looks pretty good. There she goes. She's got it. And she's got her total there. Well done. She finishes with 170 kilos as total. And the gold medal and the world championship, as you see there. Yeah, she just moved a little forward there. Uh-oh. The jury is overruling it. He said no lift. There you go. He saw it. And the bar moved down as she was at the top. She dipped forward. She couldn't hold the lockout. So we did what my colleague spotted that on the slow-mo. So it was no lift. Doesn't matter. She's still the world champion. Here we go. Now we have Daya from Kazakhstan with 90 kilo. Oh, my goodness. It's all over before I got ready. You see, I just thought I'd like to have seen more on the bar for her, because I think that would be a nice second attempt. She's certainly got more in the tank as Dara. Okay, Christina from Kazakhstan, 100 kilo. 100 kilo. For her final attempt. Started at 85, can't shift it at all. Not today. That's okay. 110 kilo now for Victoria from Kazakhstan. Now, she will... I'm just having a look if she's going to finish... What body weight? Yes, she's lighter. Okay, so with this, she should get the silver position, silver medal. So she's in the silver medal position. This will keep her in the silver medal position at this stage. 110 kilo for the silver medal in deadlift and total. Let's see it. Oh yes, she's able. Okay, good. Lockout. Let's see. Referee said yes. And she skips off. Very happy. $112.5 now. For Sri Lakshmi from India. Obviously, she missed it on the second attempt. And I was a bit curious. I thought it was a fraction heavy, so I'm not sure if she can do anything to correct it. Meaning that sometimes it's not the weight that's the problem, it was a technique, but I thought this looked like it might have beaten her on the weight. So I'm not sure she can fix it, but let's have a go. I'm pretty sure she's going to give it everything. She's a very committed lifter. So 112.5. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. Yes, she got it. So obviously, it was my bad. She obviously had a significant problem in the attempt beforehand, but she's corrected that now. Anja from India now, 120 kilo for her final attempt. She missed it on the second. In the second attempt, she missed it, and so the thing is, though, she's in the gold medal position, ahead of the two Kazakh lifters, so she's still the gold medalist. But she was really quite disappointed when she missed this. So let's see if. Oh, that's better. That's better. Yes. That's a much better attempt, and she got it. Well, I think maybe she's just very humble because she dropped the head a little bit as she came off, but I think she should be very proud of that lifting. She did really well, and she is the gold medalist. 122.5 kilo now for Shirley from Singapore. And that's her final lift for the day. This is it. She leaves it all here. She got 120 on the second attempt. She's had a great battle with Jessie. This is for the gold medal. Okay. Coach is happy. Let's see. Yes. Referees say yes, it's a good lift. Was it enough for the gold medal? We have to see, because there is Jessie to come. Karina now, 125. So Jessie will come later. She's got 140 kilo on the bar, but she will need a little bit more than that to beat Shirley. But first, let's see Karina, who is far and away leading in her little group of two. So she is the gold medalist. Karina is your world champion, as she Asian champion. I'm so sorry. Oh, there she goes. She's trying so hard. I think it's about... No, she said forget it. I tried. Great expression. That was great emotion there. So now we've got the chips. It's record time, 126 kilo, Masters 3, world record. Prani Pascoe, Thailand. She's lifting for Thailand. She is giving them a wonderful start to this championship. Not only gold medalist, world champion, but also world record. She is extraordinary. This lady weighs 46 kilos. She was born in 1958. She's deadlifting 126 kilo. Oh, come on, Prani! No, she's not lifting it. That was very heavy. We're very thankful. Oh, that's wonderful. I tell you what, she gave everything to that. That was very heavy. I didn't think she had much more after the 123.5. That was a very well chosen attempt. And now the bar is being loaded to 136 kilo. Asian record. Veronica from Philippines. Asian record 136. Under 43 kilo lifter. She weighs 42 kilos. Is she going to lift 136? Now, her previous attempt was 115 kilo. This is a big jump. Let's see it. Up. Oh, too heavy. She had to go. She's had a wonderful day of lifting. Really wonderful, Veronica. And 140 kilos should be the final lift of this session. This is for Jessa May. She is not going to add anything extra. She is not going to challenge for the Asian Championship. She's content to settle with the silver medal. 140, I would say, she believes is the absolute max she can do. She will be the silver medalist. And the gold medalist in the deadlift. As she prepares for a very big lift, 140. Oh, it's so heavy. Not today. Great lifting. She's had a great day. So that concludes that session of lifting. The medal ceremony will follow a little later on, and we've got about 19 minutes break, and then we will come back for the deadlift session for the open age category. My apologies, we're swinging into the second session. Nora from Saudi Arabia. Just have a... Okay, the bar is loaded for her. 105 kilos for Nora. Last event for the open age category lifters. Nora makes short work of that. 105. Okay, so Christina from Kazakhstan, 110 kilos on the bar for her opening attempt. And the heaviest opener here will be 137.5, just to get some context. And here's Christina, 110 kilo. Very interesting, her narrow grip. As you see there on the replay, all the way along, she has her own way of doing her mechanics, and it works for her. So now Louis from Chinese Taipei, 130, so the bar goes up 20 kilos. We're always lifting from the lightest weight incrementally heavier as we go along. 130 for Louis. And she currently has a 300 total. Sorry, the prognosis would be with this, she has a 300 total. There we go. So 3 white lights there for Louis. 300 total so far. And that's got her... Okay, I just wondered why the big cheer came up. Of course, it's Nada from Kuwait with her cheer squad. A very well-loved, popular lifter is Nada. This is her first deadlift, and our first chance to see Nada deadlifting here. Oh, no. Mistake. No. The bars come back down. You see there, she tips forward, the bar moves down and up and down and up. So she did not quite have the strength to lock that out. So again, as in the squat, she's giving us a bit of a fright on the opener. That she's really not able to control that opener. As Choi from Korea, the top deadlift here, 137.5. She starts nodding before it's all the way up. Anyway, she got the lift. It was heavy by the look of it. Yeah, that was heavy. I don't know that she's got a lot left in her. I think she's getting quite tired. As an opener, that was pretty heavy, but it was a big lift. So, you know, she's working for the total, and she's got to get ahead of the Chinese Taipei lifter. And now she's on 315 kilo. Louis from Chinese Taipei is on 307.5. So we are seeing a little battle there. And that's where all the kilos that have been lifted before now are adding up. So we've got Nora from Saudi Arabia, 117.5. No, she's been sent back. Oh. No lift. No lift. That previous lift was declared a no lift by the jury. So that has been disallowed from Choi. As we just waited for that extra minute there for the lifters before Nora came out with 117.5 now on the bar. But Nora's put on here 7.5. And let's see how she goes. Yes, good. Okay, she's got plenty of control there. And it's a good lift. Well done, Nora. Christina, 120, 10 kilo more for her second attempt. She is tracking around 4th position. She's just a little off the pace. But interestingly, with the Kuwaiti lifter missing hers and Choi missing hers, it's making it more interesting about what's happening. So here we go. Christina manages to hang on to it. I think the grip's going to be an issue as we go forward, but that's a good lift. Nada from Kuwait now coming out for 130 kilo again. Let's see if she can hold it at the top. What happened there was she did not have full control, and she actually lost the strength at the top of the lift. Her body wobbled and she tipped forward a fraction, and that makes the bar move down. The bar may not move down. It must continue to move up. It can stop. It has to move up, cannot drop down again. So that was seen. So we need her to concentrate on finishing the lift. And 130 again. Let's see how this goes. We're watching particularly at the top of the lift. No! Oh my goodness. Oh, disaster. No, unfortunately, she has not got the strength. It is very heavy for her to hang on to. She can't control it at the top of the lift. So this could be a big problem, because I think she may struggle to get that lift on the 3rd attempt, and that means she will not get a total. Now, the way we all talk about it is we say that's bomb, but actually the technical term is it's called she's disqualified from a total. So she's been in that position before, though, so anything can happen. Louis from Chinese Taipei, meanwhile, is absolutely going ahead with her business, and she is surging ahead. She's got her opener. She got her second attempt, and I think she's got plenty of energy. Yeah, she's happy. She's talking to herself as she goes off. And she could very well run away with this and become the gold medalist as a surprise. Right. Choi now gets yelled at by everybody to get this 137.5. And she's got to give it everything. Yes, that looks right. And it is. There's 3 white lights. This time, there we go. That's how you do it. And with that, she may be doing just enough. With that lift, she gets ahead of Louis, the Chinese Taipei lifter. And it will all depend on whether Al Khalif from Kuwait can actually get the 130. So we wait now for 1 extra minute before the lifter comes on. She needs the extra time to recover. She's got 125 on the bar. She finished in 4th position. I think actually the bar is incorrectly loaded. So that needs changing. It happens. So she is expected with this to finish with 290 kilos, which would place her 4th. But this is all actually dependent on whether Al Khalaf from Kuwait gets her lift, which is looking doubtful. So she could upset herself very much and the lifting order. So Christina now 125 for her final deadlift of the day, and this will have her total 290. Oh, no. All sorts are wrong. It goes wrong because it's heavy, right? We start lifting it in all sorts of ways. So good attempt, but she finishes 120, and I think she may end up around about 4th position. Now, this is the big story. Is Nada from Kuwait going to bomb, or is she going to win? This is how she rolls. So Nada, actually, there's not a lot of yelling at her. I think they should be really encouraging her. But for some reason, it's gone quiet. I think she's stunned everyone. 130. Let's go, Nada. Oh, dear. No, I don't think she's got it. And she's not got it. And she's actually bombed. And there is all sorts of up and down movement. She doesn't lock it out. It's a no lift. 130. The deadlift undoes her. She worked so hard. No, it's no lift. And the deadlift undoes her. In the end, she gets no total. And devastation. It's the only bad result that a lifter can get. We don't care if we get injured. We don't care if we don't lift too much. What we care is to get a score. Okay, Nora, 130. Huge jump from her second attempt. Nora cannot shift it. Okay. And always we find it a little bit funny if the weight doesn't move at all. I can't believe it. It just gets stuck. Right. So with all this red on the scorecard, all these missed lifts, it's changed the medal position enormously. We now have Choi looking down the barrel of the gold medal for the total as the Asian champion. We have Louis, who is in the silver medal position. We have Stoy from Kazakhstan looking like she'll get the bronze. She never would have thought that she'd be getting a bronze medal. But we had 2 really big lifters miss their lifts. So here's Louis. She is currently ranked 2nd, going for gold in deadlift, ranked 2nd in total. Is this a gold medal in deadlift? Oh, it could be. I think it is. Yeah. She's taken the gold so far. We've got one lift to go, and it's Choi. She's dropped it. She's changed the attempt to 142.5. She weighs a little bit less. That's how she can do it. This is a gold medal effort. Gold medal effort for deadlift. Gold medal effort for total. This is her day, her moment to shine. Can she get 142.5? Oh! Oh, it's good. It's good, surely. Yes, it is. 3 white lights, and she wins the Asian Championship in the open. Just look at this deadlift. She stays with it. It's definitely heavy. She's definitely tired, and she locks it out and gets the gold medal. We will be back with the medal ceremony in due course.
Within a few minutes, we start the victory ceremony of all the completed classes. So, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Maria of Indonesia has just successfully passed the international category 1 referee test. The badge and the tie will be presented by the chairman of Technical Committee Asian Powerlifting Federation, Chenya Chow. happy moments here of the lifetime. Category 1. And the badge presented by the technical. The new Category 1 referee Anna Maria of Indonesia, being presented by the International Category 1. Congratulations, Ms. Anna Maria. The badge and the tie will be presented by Mr. Gaston Perez, President of the International Powerlifting Federation, and the President of the Asian Powerlifting Federation, Mr. Farshid Sultani. Congratulations, Mr. Mohammad Al Khalaf of Kuwait. Please. The medals will be presented by the General Secretary of UAE Powerlifting, Mr. Mohammed Al-Meri. Mr. Mohammed Al-Meri. And President of the Asian Powerlifting Federation, Mr. Farshid Sultani. And the President of the International Powerlifting Federation, Mr. Karsten Parash. We start with Scott, 47 kg hoop. First we present with the participation medals being presented by the Asian Powerlifting Federation President, Mr. Farshid Sultani, and International Powerlifting Federation President, Mr. Karsten Parash, and General Secretary of the UAE Powerlifting, Mohammed Al-Meri. Joseph sir. Joseph sir. We start with the 47 kg open Scott. Bronze medal goes to Al-Khalaf Nada of Kuwait. Silver medal goes to Liu Mei Xiang of Chinese Taipei. And in Scott, winner of the gold medal is Choi Jin Hyun of Korea. Moving on to the bench press, bronze medal Liu Mei Xiang of Chinese Taipei. Silver, Soy Christina of Kazakhstan. And gold medal goes to Al-Khalaf Nada of Kuwait. No, not now. Only open, total. Moving on the deadlift, bronze medal goes to Soy Christina of Kazakhstan. Silver medal goes to Liu Mei Xiang of Chinese Taipei. And gold medal goes to Choi Jin Hyun of Korea. Moving on to the total, bronze medal Soy Christina of Kazakhstan. Silver Liu Mei Xiang of Chinese Taipei. And the champion is Choi Ji Hyun of Republic of Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Republic of Korea. Thank you. Moving on to the 43 kg sub-juniors, Scott. Silver medal goes to Leonova Daria of Kazakhstan. Silver. Gold medal goes to Chikova Karina of Kazakhstan. Bench press, Karina of Kazakhstan win the silver. Leonova Daria of Kazakhstan wins the gold. Deadlift. Silver goes to Leonova Daria of Kazakhstan. And gold medal goes to Chikova Karina of Kazakhstan. The total silver medal goes to Leonova Daria of Kazakhstan. And the gold medal goes to Chikova Karina of Kazakhstan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. (47 kg sub-juniors) in Scott, Pasyuk Victoria of Kazakhstan win the bronze. Christina of Kazakhstan win the silver. Krishna VK Anjana of India wins the gold. Bench press, The same order, Victoria of Kazakhstan win the bronze. Silver goes to Christina of Kazakhstan. At the gold medal, Krishna V.K. Anjan of India. Deadlift, Christina of Kazakhstan wins the bronze. Pasyuk Victoria win the silver. And gold medal goes to Krishna V.K. Anjan of India. Total, Christina of Kazakhstan wins the bronze. Silver, Victoria of Kazakhstan. And the new Asian champion is Krishna V.K. Anjana of India. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of India. Joseph sir, Joseph sir. (43 kg juniors in squat, bench press, deadlift and total. The champion is Ompod Veronica of Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Philippines. Moving on to the 47 kg juniors, Scott. Bronze medal goes to S.S. Sri Lakshmi of India. Silver medal goes to Tabuan Jesse May of Philippines. And the winner of the gold medal is Chu Shirley of Singapore. In bench press, Chu Shirley of Singapore wins the bronze. Silver, S.S. Sri Lakshmi. Gold medal goes to Tabuan Jesse May of Philippines. Deadlift, S.S. Sri Lakshmi of India wins the bronze. Silver goes to Chu Shirley of Singapore. And the gold medal goes to Tabuan Jesse May of Philippines. And in the total, bronze medal goes to S.S. Sri Lakshmi of India. Silver goes to Tabuan Jesse May of Philippines. The new champion, the gold medal is Chu Shirley of Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Singapore. (47 kg Master 2). In Scott, bench press, deadlift and total, the champion is Lin Susanna of Hong Kong. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Hong Kong. on to the Masters 3, 47 kg category. In squat, bench press, deadlift and total, the champion is Pasco Prani of Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, technical controller, please take the competence off the stage.